Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Civil Study Nepal. Today we will discuss about the continuous beam using force method. So let's start the numerical. The very first step in force method is the calculation of degree of static indeterminacy. So if ds is the degree of static indeterminacy, we know degree of static indeterminacy is equal to r minus 3, where r is the number of reaction. We know here at point A there is a fixed support, and we know at fixed support number of reaction is 3. At B roller support and number of reaction is 1, and at C number of reaction is 1 because there is also roller support. So number of reaction we can count 3 plus 1 plus 1, that is 5. So number of reaction is equal to 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. According to force method, the number of unknown is equal to degree of static indeterminacy. It means the given continuous beam is statically indeterminate by 2 degree. So according to first method, we have to change this continuous beam, this indeterminate continuous beam, into determinant 1. So let's start the solution. First, redraw this figure. Here at B, we know at roller support number of reaction acting is 1. So if RB be the reaction acting at point B, here at C, if RC be the vertical reaction acting at C. So first what we have to do, we have to convert this indeterminate continuous beam into determinant 1. So don't worry, you have the choice of redundant. You may choose redundant as per your choice. Here, to change this indeterminate continuous beam into determinant 1, we have to remove two restriction. In this beam, let us assume RB and RC be the redundant. Don't worry, the choice of redundant is arbitrary. So let's start. Here we have selected redundant as shown in figure. So let us analyze first, and this figure is known as primary structure, that is primary continuous beam, primary structure. Now in this beam we can see this beam has changed into determinant 1. According to force method, we have to remove redundant at first, and this system is known as Young system. Now if this is figure 2, then this system is known as Young system. Keep remember that Young moment occurs due to only external loading. Now in accordance with force method, next what we have to do, we have to remove external loading, and at first we have to replace redundant with unit forces. If there is moment, then we have to replace that moment with unit moment. So at first replace redundant at B with unit forces, thereby excluding external loading. If this is figure 3, then this system is known as M1 system. Next, what we have to do, we have to also replace redundant at C with unit forces. If this is figure 4, then this system is known as now. Next, what we have to do, we have to generate a table and we calculate the data required to analyze the continuous beam in table. So in accordance with force method, let us analyze the continuous beam. Now let us generate a table. In figure what we can see, according to force method, first the data which has to be necessary. Let us write this data. First portion. Second is EI. In this question, EI is constant throughout the beam. Next, origin. Limit. In figure, we can see first M system, which is due to external loading only, that is M system. Next, in figure, we can see M1 system. This is the very basic step of force method. Force method is also known as flexibility matrix method, compatibility method, so don't be confused there. Next, M2 system. In figure, we can see our very first portion is CD. So let us write CD. Next, in figure, we can see next portion is, let us write the portion first, BD. BE. EI is constant throughout the figure, that is throughout the beam. So portion CD EI is constant. For portion BD EI is constant. For portion BE EI is constant. For portion AE EI is constant. Now let us assume for portion CD, let us assume C as origin. This depends on you how you choose the origin, but always keep remember that on moving from left to right, take clockwise as positive, and on moving from right to left, take anti-clockwise as positive. So keep remember that. For portion BD, let us assume D as origin. For portion BE, let us assume B as origin. For portion AE, let us assume E as origin. Now in figure, for portion CD, we can see limit is 0 to 5, that is 0 to 5. For portion BD, limit is 0 to 5. For portion BE, our limit is 0 to 5. You can see in figure. For portion AE, our limit is 0 to 5. Now let us concentrate on M system. Now we have to calculate bending moment due to external loading only. Let us calculate bending moment due to external loading. In figure 2, you can see in M1 system, in portion CD, there is no any load acting in portion CD. So if there is no any load acting, so bending moment is 0. In portion BD, first, let us assume a section at a distance of x from the origin C, and we can see in portion CD there is no any external force acting, so bending moment is 0. Now let us move towards in portion BD. So BD, in portion BD, D is taken as origin. Now in portion BD, let us take a section at a distance of x from the origin D. Now this 100 kilonewton force, now let us analyze you through a figure. If this is point B and a section is taken at a distance of x from the origin D. Now this 100 kilonewton force will rotate this section in clockwise direction. Now you can see, you can memorize this as I show you. So if now we can see this is left portion and this is right portion, and we are moving from right to left, and keep remember that on moving from right to left take anti-clockwise as positive, but here we see this will rotate this section in clockwise direction. So 100 into perpendicular distance is x, so moment is negative because moment generated is clockwise. So 100 into perpendicular distance here is x, so 100 x. Now in portion BE we can see, first let us take a section at a distance of x from the origin B. Now what we can see, this 100 kilonewton force will rotate this section in clockwise direction, so take negative, and perpendicular distance is x plus 5, x plus 5. If this is 5 meter, so perpendicular distance is x plus 5 because section is taken at a distance of x from the origin B, and this distance between BD is 5 meters. So 100 into x plus 5. Now let us, in portion BD, what we can see in portion, now let us move towards portion BE, and in portion BE, B is taken as origin and a section is taken at a distance of x from the origin B. So now what we can see, this 100 kilonewton force will rotate this section in clockwise direction, and perpendicular distance is x plus 5, that is minus 100 into x plus 5. Now let us move towards in portion AE. In portion AE, what we can see, first let us take a section at a distance of x from the origin E. Now this 100 kilonewton force will rotate this section in clockwise direction, and we know on moving from right to left clockwise moment is taken as negative, so minus 100 into perpendicular distance is 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus x, that is x plus 15, x plus, that is 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus x, that is x plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, that is x plus 15. And this 200 kilonewton will also rotate this section in clockwise direction, so take it as negative, minus 200 into perpendicular distance is x, so perpendicular distance is x. Now let us analyze the M1 system. In M1 system, now let us analyze portion wise. In figure, what we can see, in portion, this is BD. In portion BD, there is no any force acting, so in portion BD moment is 0. Now let us move towards in portion BD. Also let us take a section at a distance of x from the origin D, and in portion BD there is no any forces acting, so for portion BD moment is also 0. Now let us move towards portion BE. Let us take a section at a distance of x from the origin B. Now what we can see, this 1 kilonewton force will rotate this section in anti-clockwise direction, and we know on moving from right to left anti-clockwise moment is positive, so 1 into perpendicular distance is x. Perpendicular distance is x. So in portion CD moment is 0, in portion BD moment is also 0. So now let us analyze in portion BE. In portion BE, what we can see, this 1 kilonewton force will rotate this section in anti-clockwise direction. So 1 into x, that is positive. Now also let us move towards in portion AE. That is, now let us take a section at a distance of x from the origin E. That is, now this 1 kilonewton force also rotate this section in anti-clockwise direction at perpendicular distance is x plus 5. So 1 into x plus, so 1 into x plus 5. If you raise a question that we can also move from left to right, that's right, we may move from left to right, but always remember that if you start moving from left to right, then there is a fixed support, and we know at fixed support number of reaction is 3. So this unknown will also generate in moment. This unknown will also included in moment, that is difficult to analyze the beam. So always move from right to left in this types of beam or frame. Now let us move towards M2 system. Now in figure, what we can see, first in portion CD, let us take in portion CD, let us take a section at a distance of x. That is, in figure we can see this 1 kilonewton force will rotate this section in anti-clockwise direction. So take it as positive 1 into x. Now also let us move towards portion BD. In portion BD, also let us take a section at a distance of x from the origin D. Now this 1 kilonewton force will rotate this section in anti-clockwise direction and perpendicular distance is 5 plus x, that is x plus 5. Similarly in portion BE, let us take a section at a distance of x from the B. So this 1 kilonewton force will rotate the section in anti-clockwise direction and perpendicular distance is 5 plus 5 plus x, that is x plus 10. Also in portion AE, let us take a section at a distance of x, and we can see this 1 kilonewton force will rotate this section in anti-clockwise direction, and we see perpendicular distance is 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus x, that is x plus 15 into 1. Now let us calculate the flexibility coefficient at first del 1L. That is, we know the formula of del 1L is 0 to L m into m1 divided by EI dx. That is, analyze each portion using this formula. We can see for portion CD, m moment is 0 and m1 is 0. So 0, this will becomes 0, plus in portion BD, we can see m moment is minus 100x and m1 moment is 0. If you multiply m with m1, then this will become 0. So 0 plus 0, plus in portion BE, we see our limit is 0, that is 0 to L means 0 to 5, that is 0 to 5. M moment is minus 100 x plus 5, and m1 moment is, you can see m1 moment is x, that is minus 100 x plus 5 into x, divide by ei dx. Now for portion AE, we can see our limit is 0 to 5, m moment is minus 100 x plus 15 minus 200 x, and m1 moment is x plus 5 divide by ei dx. On calculating using calculator, we will get minus 643750 divide by 3 ei. Also, according to force method, to generate flexibility matrix, we have to calculate del 2L, and formula of del 2L is 0 to L m into m2 divide by ei dx. In figure, we can see for portion CD, m moment is 0 and m2 moment is x. If you multiply m moment with m2, then it will become 0, that is 0 plus. In portion BD, we can see m moment is minus 100x and m2 moment is x plus 5, and you can see for portion BD our limit is 0 to 5, so 0 to 5 minus 100 x plus 5. Also for portion BE, m moment is minus 100 x plus. Now let us substitute all the value. Limit is 0 to 5. On calculating, we get now according to force method, we have to calculate the deflection due to unit forces applied instead of redundant forces. So first we have to calculate del 11, del 22, del 12, del 2n. Now del 11 means 0 to L m 1 into m2 divide by ei dx. Also del 22 means 0 to L m2 into m2 divide by ei dx. Del 12 or del 21 means 0 to L m1 into m2 divide by ei dx. Now on substituting all these value, as we calculate above the value of del 1L and del 2L, let us substitute all the value and calculate using calculator. Now do calculation yourself so as to strong your focus on calculation. On calculating, we get del 11 is equal to 8000 divided by 3 ei. Del 2 is equal to 1000 divided by 3 ei, and del 21 is equal to 2500 3 EI. Now I have left this calculation as in same way we calculate the del 1L and del 2L. Substitute all these value from the table and limit and use your calculator to calculate this. You may calculate manually, you may get this result. Now check your result with the. Now next generate a flexibility matrix. Now we know in flexibility matrix del L is equal to del 1L del 2L, that is if there is 3 redundant then del L will becomes del 1L, del 2L, del 3L. Now substitute the value of del 1L and substitute the value of del 1L, that is 643750 divided by 3EI. Also the value of del 2L, that is minus 23750 divided by 3EI. Also in accordance with force method we have to generate a matrix, deflection matrix, flexibility matrix due to unit forces, that is equal to. Now we can calculate the reaction at B and C using calculator. Now matrix of reaction is equal to, there is two redundant, that is R1 R2. Now let us write a compatibility equation in accordance with force method, that is we may write compatibility equation in matrix form. So this is the very important points, that is now this del matrix will 0 0 because at support B and C deflection is resisted by roller support, that is 0 0. Now let us substitute this value, that is now on using calculator use calculator and solve this. If you feel difficulties to solve this using calculator, I suggest you to watch my previous video, link is in description. So let's watch my previous video. So on using calculator we get R1 R2 is equal to 28.57 166.07. Now this is our final result. If you are new to my channel, then please like, share and subscribe my channel. Please watch the video till the end. Now thank you for watching my video. Khatam.